Wow. As much amongst the people, racism.
I agree, man, to get the pimping at them hoes, man. You know, a lot of pimps got to say, okay, you young brother, you know what I'm saying? Doing some real pimping, man. You know? So they start respecting the game in me, man.
I'm pound gas at the store, glance and I take a board. Niggas struggle, ride with some you war.
I got bitches want me sell they pussy voluntarily. Alright. Might be trying to set me up, them hoes be scaring me.
Yo, what's going on, man? This is another episode of Rap About TV, man, presented by KB Barbershop. We got a special guest here with us this morning. He go by the name of Primo Rice, man. What's going on, brother?
Chillin', man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, real quick, man, let me let everybody know how I came up on Primo, man. I was on my iTunes, and I was listening to, I think, my man Corner Boy P Radio, right? I was listening to him, and so Mac Talk came on. Mac Talk came on. I was like, okay, let me add this to my Vibes playlist. You know what I'm saying? I did that. 2 days later, I'm riding and this joint come back on. I'm like, hold up, this shit jive dumping. Who is this guy? I'm hearing PG and all that. I'm like, he's in our backyard, Primo. So I reached out to him, man. Hit me back, and we here, man. So let everybody know, man, who is Primo Rice? Just a little brief introduction of who is Primo.
Pimp, man. You know what I'm saying? Just kicking that fly shit, man. You know.
Yeah.
Ain't doing too much.
Yeah. So let me listening to you. This is my, my opinion. I see you got a mixture of a Big Crit and Pimp C. Have you heard that before, or like who was your musical influence?
Our music influence more so like in the 70s, you know what I'm saying? Like Ernest Mayfield, you know what I'm saying? Had the Hayes on the visuals. But nah, I hear that a lot though. Big Crit. What would you say, Pimp C?
Pimp C, yeah.
A-Boy and JG, all them dudes, you know what I'm saying? I get that a lot. That's really my influence though.
Right. So that player shit, man, that I rock with. That's my vibe. So let me get a little bit of, I guess, the background. How, when did you start? Like, I guess, take this serious, this music serious.
2014. So I was doing beats at first. You know what I'm saying? So I was just cranking those out, but I just kind of caught my own flow with the beats. I was making them and everything. So in 2014, we pretty much really started going hard with it and everything.
All right. So Juice, right? That's your latest project, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how much beat making and producing did you do in that project? Like, is that mostly?
I only did a few. I did like 3 or 4 jumps on it.
Okay. Did you get the what was your expectations for that project? Did it meet? Like what was
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people say it's probably my best work.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. A lot of people like try to compare like my first mixtape to it and everything. So it got the feedback I wanted. You know what I'm saying? We independent, so I don't be like looking for too much.
Definitely.
Just to keep the business going.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But in that,
I would definitely say, I listened to all your projects, man. That right there, I mean, you get better with time anyway.
Nah, for sure.
So you know what I'm saying? That joint clean, you can just ride through that joint. I fuck with that joint. So in this industry though, let me ask you, what's your end goal with this? Like, where you gonna take this for real? Like, what you trying to do?
We trying to be like cause our brands live forever, so we trying to be like the centerpiece for like PG County for like all artists, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get an office and everything, the studio, you know what I'm saying? Just for all the artists out here to like really work, you know what I'm saying, through us so we can give everybody a chance. Like, we trying to compete with the major labels.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, and everything. But that's pretty much the end goal, man, just to like, help everybody else out, man. But you just gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. Now I see that you got like a nice little following over there in Memphis, man. So tell me a little bit like that Memphis connection, because I know people think you're from Memphis with the sound, but tell me a little bit about that Memphis connection.
My sister used to go to Tennessee State,
right.
And her best friend was from Memphis.
Okay.
So I was going down there when I was a kid though, you know what I'm saying? I was like 11, 12 or 13, 14, but I want to say I put out this freestyle. It was over 3 6 Mafia beat. Really? And that's what really got the whole Memphis wave going and everything. Then my first show ever was it wasn't in Memphis, it was in Nashville, but the word just spread it, you know what I'm saying, through the whole Tennessee.
Right. Okay, so, what you got working on now? So you got Juice out, that's doing this thing again. So what's bubbling now other than, and then before you ask that question, you did say something about with Live Forever, right? Tell me a little bit more about Live Forever. I know you say you want to make that a corporate, but you know, I see your man's here, whatnot, and the team here. So
no, Live Forever, man. It's a, you know, we're a group. We made ourselves a label. What was it? 2016.
2016.
Yeah, early 2016.
I see the shirt right there.
Yeah,
We based out of.
It's got a lot of that. We got a lot of years on it at the same time. Yeah. Live Forever the game.
We're based out of here and Charlotte. We got a couple guys in Charlotte we work with heavily. And yeah, we just, I mean, who is this? Joe, my man Joe started, he be on a couple of my songs, King Joe.
I know,
He kind of started the way, but you know, we kind of just all clicked up. We all family, you know, like I knew these guys all my life, you know what I'm saying, and everything. So, you know, we just got it together.
So I supposed to be, you know, the family thing or whatnot.
Can I piggyback?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, really, just Live Forever is like, man, it's a label, it's a brand, it's a movement, it's a lifestyle. You know, like just more so, it's about just like living your best every day, every second you can. Do for some other people, you know, if you can, and you know, just basically, when you're gone from this earth, you know, just be able to leave a legacy. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what Live Forever is. And that's what we pushing.
You can introduce yourself too as well.
I'm Chino, I'm the manager of Live Forever Records. You know, anybody you want to meet, you know, Big AJ,
right too.
He's a rider.
AJ.
You know, and you know, we just working, you know. Primo's the flagship artist, and you got your King Joe, you got AJ coming out, and then sky's the limit.
So let me ask you, man, like, did you get a lot of pushback at times from, you know, I guess, because we in the era, the Me Too movement, women era, did you get a lot of pushback from women now when your material now, or?
Not much. I do get pushback, right? It was just some random like spiritual godly page posted like these Kappas strolling to my stuff. There's a song called Host Stroll that's on Real Bull. You know what I'm saying? There was some lady in there, she was like pushing 40, was like, I'm really not for the, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of give me the rundown on my stuff, but I mean, I figured that.
What exactly did she specifically say? Like, what do you remember the most about what she said?
She was just like, I'm not for all the bitches and hoes and the pussies and everything. Like, this ain't really like the message. You know what I'm saying? Saying I ain't really talking about nothing and everything, but for real, I'm talking about like one of the biggest problems in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it kind of threw me off when she said that. But you know, I mean, I get that backlash. It's more so from like older women. You know what I'm saying? You know, real feminists and stuff. But that's what it come with. Like,
that's the game for everybody.
Song?
Yeah, it was called Host Stroll, and I'm talking about, you know, really like.
But that,
yeah, give us the background of the whole show.
Yeah, like trafficking. You know, this is like a common thing in America. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's nothing. I'm like, yeah.
So that's
she just didn't like the.
Yeah, and then the page it was on, it was off, because it was like, I wouldn't expect my stuff to be on this page. They took me talking about, you know what I'm saying? God and everything on there, so they kind of do it all.
That's interesting you said that, right? Because you just said, you know, you put out that, but it's a different message than what everybody really expected from it. So let me ask you. So in your music, yeah, right? All your music, you have an actual subliminal message you're trying to get across, right? Because I watched some of your videos. You ain't the visuals are not degrading women enough and nothing like that. So what is the subliminal behind message in the music that you putting out there?
It's more so like pimping the system, not really, you know what I'm saying? It don't always gotta be about women, you know, there's other ways you can pimp the government, you know what I'm saying? I'm really just trying to get some, you know, it's really I like to say, you know what?
You're a universal type.
There you go. And then like, I really like to say my stuff is like more so like motivational speaking, because you know, it's a lot of like insecure people out here and people that are really not like feeling themselves, so I try to make the music for like, yo, I'm that guy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody should feel that way, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't, so that's what I really try to make it for, but you know, it just come out, how it come out.
Right, you know, that.
And perception is just,
Definitely, and like, so I mean, it's cool, y'all haven't, you know, get a chance to check it out. I swear he's bringing Pimp C back, you know, it's his own sound, but real life, you know, at that, Pimp C, it was an area missing in music, that void is missing. I feel like, man, you keep going, you can definitely fill that void. You know?
To clear it up, ladies, he stated he was a pimp earlier, but he is not pimp hoes.
Right.
You know what I'm
Universal pimp. Okay?
So
That's straight.
let them know, where everybody can, reach you, you know, any upcoming shows, your social media, all that good stuff.
I'm everywhere, man. Really just hit the Google, you know what I'm saying? For real. Our next show in Memphis. I think we got a show brewing in DC with New Impressions in December.
Okay.
Seattle. I mean, yeah, I just shows year round, bro. So I mean, I'm definitely keep everybody updated. LiveForeverRecords.com. You can go to my Instagram, everything Primo Rice. You know what I'm saying? Just stay updated.
So that's a bet, man. You're gonna hang around a little bit, right? We're gonna jump into a little bit, I guess, what's going on around here, you know. So y'all already know what it is, man. It's Rap About TV. So we back. Over the weekend or whatnot, we had a major hurricane. And the thing about the hurricane was, for real, they didn't even know it was gonna be that strong that it was. They just thought it was gonna be a regular storm, and next thing you know, it turned into a tropical hurricane storm. Yeah. So, a couple weeks ago, we had a disaster preparedness guy come in, his company. So how many of y'all still prepared? Y'all ready, or y'all got y'all stuff, the flashlights and stuff?
Well, they wasn't prepared, right?
So you haven't thought about that?
You can't really prepare for something that is, you know, God sent. You don't know what's going on. We not God. We just have a flashlight just in case.
Flashlight
You should have a flashlight anyway.
I need a boat too. Don't forget about that.
But you know,
Who got a boat? Can we just put it on the boat right quick, everybody?
Because man, with the water
We can just get loose with it.
but man, you have that. What he remember dude was talking about mitigation. There's certain things we can do, yeah. And that's why we gotta get this black community on, man. We gotta get it so we ain't. Cause funny thing right now, God is effing up white folks, real. Y'all really look.
Real talk.
Real rap. Y'all look across the board. No, y'all look across the
point. He has a point.
These hurricanes.
They been hitting on the white.
Man, the areas he ain't really hit. He ain't come to our area yet. That's the storms, yeah, not yet. You know what I'm saying? So while we got time to prepare,
He ain't right though, but
I ain't right, but I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right.
he is right.
All right, bet. All right, so that's that. Aftermath, y'all listen. Y'all get prepared. Whatnot, aftermath.
And we hope that everybody is okay in Florida and all those other.
So, something came to my attention. It's funny you here, right? So I have a question. Have y'all heard about Syntonia Brown, the young lady who got the life sentences? She was being trafficked as a teenager by a pimp.
Right.
She killed him.
She killed him.
Right.
They gave her life.
She
was like 16. They was trafficking her. You know what I'm saying? She killed the pimp, and now they gave her life. But now they see, they will give her a clemency hearing. But so let me ask you, man, how do you feel about that right there?
I don't rock with her. I got a little sister, man. So you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like stuff like that.
Right.
Big payback.
Man, get into it.
Right.
I was just, she changed got life for that.
Good for her.
She'll let her walk.
All right, so in that industry, man.
That's it.
It is in this real life, like you said. It's one of the top money makers, man. So like, let me ask you, is there a type of a code of ethics in that industry, man?
Not as far as human trafficking. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a difference between you just like, it's like you got pimping and you got gorilla pimping.
Okay.
Break it down.
Talk to me.
Trafficking is more so like gorilla pimping. Like that's you putting hands on the jump. You know what I'm saying? Really just like all the way breaking down. Nah, if you're a real pimp, you should just be able to use your words.
I saw a video and it was like some modern day pimping, and the girl was getting her butt whipped. I don't know if it was like real, but it was in a hotel room, and she literally sat there and let him whoop her ass.
No. If you're a real P, man, you don't have to do none of that. It's just all words. You should be able to break a joint down. She should hit the flow just by you saying something.
And then I pray for those women's mental health, and that's it. And that's the second prayer that I have.
Sometimes you say you can't treat them right, you gotta beat them right.
Goodness gracious.
Man, so let me, cause you named your project Gorilla Pimpin'. One of your projects, Gorilla Pimpin'. So what was the meaning behind that one now? Because on the record, you wasn't, you know.
That's just me rapping on harder beats. Like the beats was hard, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, this sound.
So that next level pimpin'. Not just the regular.
So what?
Women.
Huh?
Getting pissed.
He said.
I said what's regular pimping, and she said pimping.
No, he said that there's levels to pimping.
Yeah.
There's regular pimping, and then there's gorilla pimping. Like when you real nigga pimping, you a gorilla pimping. And if you just doing some cupcake shit, you just a regular pimp. I didn't know that till today.
I might have to have a conversation with him on record.
Man, I don't want to get too deep, but yeah. But no, what do y'all real quick before I end that? What do y'all feel on you know her getting life though? And where the outcry for that?
Shouldn't have gotten life.
She shouldn't.
That's kind of isn't that equivalent of like defending? I was about to say, isn't that like defending yourself kind of?
Yeah.
It's just a little later.
Right.
What state was it?
What state? She was in
Cause you know, in the day, you black. You got some pigment in your
Nashville. Nashville.
A lot of
They gonna burn her ass. Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah.
Even though she was a house.
And that okay, and interesting. So you got Nashville, Tennessee is one of the kind of racist sides. How do you what is that? Now your crowd over there, is it just black or could you have a following over there? Is it just the black crowd?
So the black, no, I seen white folks pull up, you know what I'm saying? The thing was, it's a crazy story, but we was in Nashville and did the first show. We finished that show. Then we go to the studio the next day or something. We went to the studio. Studio was like in this, it was like in this tight ass, like in the mountains and stuff, but it was in this crazy racist spot, bro. We went to like the mall up there and stuff. We walked in there. We not noticing. We high as hell.
Gas station.
Yeah, that ain't a gas station. We walked in this mall and this white dude started following us. And he made like a Yankee joke. I wasn't sharp to the Yankee jokes, like how it can be like a racist thing. So he like picked the joke to me, so I'm kind of like blowing it off, like all right, whatever, bro. So we just walking through the mall and it's literally nothing but white folks and they just like staring at us. And I'm just thinking of me. No, it was just because we black. They was about to like do our ass dirty. And then we got at the gas station. What we was gonna get roll-ups or something?
He was getting gas. He was getting roll-ups or something like that, and like 2 seconds later, they just pulled up.
I'm just a check.
It's a county that they told us at the beginning. They told us it was a county, whatever. I forgot what the county it was.
It's like literally you just can't go there. Like,
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And that what that reminds me.
Not going there.
You know that situation that just happened was, I forgot what state it was, but the young man, he was babysitting.
The white kids.
The 2 white kids.
And the neighbors called the police on him to babysit. He can't even get his money from the Caucasians.
Yeah, so policemen followed. So, say you was hired to babysit, 2 children, they white, the family likely whatever. And they called it, somebody see that, and they called the cops on you, the cops followed you.
He's supposed to be licensed to babysit?
No, he's supposed to be white to babysit white kids, basically.
Because that's what they said, because they trailed following him because he was black with 2 white children.
Alright, so he was the wrong color to babysit them kids. Now they got rules on what race you gotta be to watch the damn kids.
No parents wanted that baby.
But we've been watching the white kids, what? How long?
Years.
How long we been watching the white kids?
You wanna go back to the master house? How far you wanna go back?
Shit.
Right. So,
shit crazy, man.
So, So I just want to bring light on that situation, man. Listen, man, we should, continue to, pour outcry for her and get her free, man. That's bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I brought up, before we get out here, I know, we brought up last time we was here, we had a big on, voting. And I got some comments on my social media about that, about the voting thing. So y'all voting 2020?
I'm voting 20.
I'm voting my first time voting.
Wow.
Wow.
Not even for Obama?
I was young. When Obama got presidency.
How come you never?
Why didn't you feel like you should have voted or right.
No, it wasn't like I shouldn't. I just really didn't pay attention to it.
And what you mean by pay attention to it? What does that exactly mean? Like you weren't interested in it?
Yeah, my own little world.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing against, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, like I'm like on.
I missed it the last week. Last guy said, I said I'm not voting. Everybody came to me. So,
you said that before though. Yeah, I can see where you would have like you wouldn't trust voting. You know.
I mean, cause why can't we just have our own political party and vote somebody we like, and you know what I'm saying? Why we have to have a Democrat? Like why can't we just have?
This votes really matter.
It don't though.
Saying that too. And that's why he said abolish slavery. Remember Kanye said like Kanye said abolish the 13th Amendment, which is stupid. But at the same time,
why is it stupid though?
Because I feel like you should amend it. Why abolish it? That makes you gives you the opportunity to enslave people.
Exactly.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I'd rather amend it. You know what I'm saying? Than just make it a whole. Now we can just give it. It's human trafficking at the all-time high. Right. But I mean, me personally, I think that voting is important because I think that I'm always believe in the government because in the day, like the government.
Hold on, time out. I'm gonna let you finish, but time out. You holding hope for the government.
I believe in the government. And I think maybe because of the fact that like I'm into politics, but I also believe that like at the end of the day is like the reason why people the reason why people.
That's your question, just in context.
Okay.
You believe in the government starting when? Like what year did you ideally? What year for the government did you ideally start believing?
Well, I believe in the opportunity. Since I started believing in politics, like I understand, like at the end of the day, we still have this is a country that is better than most countries. For one, for most of us. I mean, if you got shirts on your clothes, you got shirts on your back, shoes on your shoes, you know what I'm saying? That these people
it's freedom out here. We got a lot of freedom.
You do have a lot of
freedom out here to get freedom.
Yeah, like people come here. I think people are coming in here in droves, millions and millions. But not even just that.
But what people are coming here? See, when we say things, you can't say in a bubble. What people are allowed here in droves?
I'm not saying allowed. I said people are trying to get here. They jump in the Anybody outside of this country is trying to get into this country.
What people are allowed to come in?
Well, essentially, from what Donald Trump said, he's trying to keep it populist, keep the populace straight. So basically, what he's saying, trying to keep white people with.
So what does this government mean for those?
Okay, so listen. What I said is I believe in government. I didn't say I believe in Donald Trump's government. What I said was I believe in government. I believe that being 26 years old, I can go and run for office if I wanted to, and I can make a change. Whereas same thing with you can. You get what I'm saying? That's the opportunity that most countries don't have. You get what I'm saying? So that's one thing I definitely believe in. That's the only thing I'm talking about. And then when I say is
you believe in the idealism of a true democracy.
Yeah.
But the question becomes: has this government ever been a true democracy? And that's what you gotta deal with.
And that's true. But at the same
time, that's what we the people have to deal with. The history of that, and therefore we might have to curb our own type of government. But this government, you say you believe in this government.
Because it wasn't made for you. It just wasn't made for you.
It's not made for me, but
enslaved and oppressed. I mean, that's an open
statement. And I get that, and that's the thing about it. Like that's an open topic. That's a topic that you can talk about forever. Because in the day, it's like, as black people, we already know where we came from. But at the same time, what I'm talking about is 2018, when you have an opportunity to literally be that person that's in the Oval Office right now. That's what I'm talking about. So what I'm saying is that's why I believe in the government and the stuff that we got, because at the end of the day, we complain about everything, but we never do nothing. It's no way this door or these hinges is gonna be on here, or nobody know about heat or nothing like that unless we actually came together and created it. If not, then it's not gonna be. Then it's gonna be cold forever.
Cool, which is true.
Which is self-government.
Right, but that's self-government. But at the same time, that's inventing things. So at the end of the day, I'm saying they already invented the process. Why don't we stop BSing and actually get in it?
Hold on. I'm curious too.
You mean like infiltrate this?
Infiltrate. If I'm a spy and I'm trying to get some damn documents from the UK, I know I gotta play the role. so I can get in it.
Shoot,
so I can get them documents and get out of it.
They had Scientologists that were in the CIA or in the government, and I think they had to face like a lot of like fees or taxes or something. So they somehow blackmailed the government or the FBI to give them a church license. So now they're, I guess, known as a church and not a cult.
You see what I'm saying?
So
I mean, now
it's kind of, and that just came from other people who believed in it. And this is a person who was definitely a psychopath. You know, I'm not listening. That people are, you know what I'm saying, believing in it's actually caused the whole entire movement. And these people have, and they spilled over into the government. And they're like, oh, we got dirt on this person, that person, and they were trolling people and everything. Like, and that's pretty much how Scientology became a church.
Go ahead.
Infiltrating kind of what was already going on. They definitely pimped it.
I get what you're saying.
What they did, bring it back
out. Let you get so far. You know what I'm saying? Just in being a leader. You ever watch The Wild Wild Country? You know what I'm talking about. That jump about the Google Club. Yeah, I mean, you can't get so far off some individuality. You really gotta stick to the system. I mean, that's what the shit is made up of.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is if I got if it's 100 of us right now, we all got the same.
Why can't we just grow our own limits?
Huh?
Why can't we just grow our own limits instead of using that?
You can,
but this is my thing. This thing you gotta realize it's order. Like that's my thing. Like end of the day, people keep complaining. People literally will say, oh, this is not right. This is not right. Okay, well then you gotta play the game. You gotta know the rules to play the game.
We've been doing that too long, bro. And we're about to see. We're about to see how many black men locked up.
I agree. But the thing about it is, okay, look, brother, if you a CEO of a company, okay, who gonna run the company? Who running the company?
Me, I'm running.
Because you the CEO.
That's the real.
So what I'm saying is, if you the CEO of the company, and you got all your men around, and y'all gonna run the company. So at the end of the day, it's like the Senate, the House representatives, all that stuff. The people I talk to all the time, I mean, like,
so you said if I'm running the company, I'm the CEO, right?
Right.
I see you. You're a potential competitor. So of course I'm gonna tell you to join my company, get in my house. Right. Don't start your own because you're a competitor to me.
Right. This is always gonna be corruption. It's always gonna be corruption. It's the mind, the human being.
I'm not mad at your concept. I'm just saying to kind of look at it comprehensively. What you're watching, what we're watching now, what we're a part of and are experiencing is the fall of the government. So the government that you would stand behind right now, we're seeing it in free fall.
I mean, I get that.
So now you gotta bring your type of thinking into revolutionize it into how we as a people can live within the boundaries or create from the experience of the sojourn that we have here. This thing is a wrap. It's falling.
Thank you.
And we don't want to, as a people, I don't want to fall with it. I feel like we should. I feel like we should just build our own nation, become our own now. Because China don't vote. You know what I'm saying? These other foreigners don't vote because they.
Do you know what China? Do you understand how China's living?
I don't care. They their own. That's their own. I don't care if they're dictation.
So you gotta care.
Come on, listen, but you're not hearing. Y'all not hearing me. Y'all not hearing me. But they're still their own house.
The family owns the whole time.
They're their own house though.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got a dictatorship where you can have a.
But that's not your concern. That's their own. That's their own.
It would be your concern. Imagine this. Imagine this.
Wow.
Listen to this though.
Politics for everybody. Order. So why start your own reputation, bro? That's not good.
There's a United Nations in existence to monitor world governance. You know what I'm saying? That's a crown that the United States took on, trying to spread democracy all over the world. That's over. What he's saying is true in a sense. You have the right to be a sovereign nation. If my country and my nation votes for me to be United Nations in existence that's supposed to monitor that kind of existence in countries.
Right. I don't know.
And that's almost on the way.
All I'm gonna just say, I'm just stop talking about it. Because at the end of the day, I understand. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I just feel like
it's a top cheap thing.
If I'm just saying, if I know the damn president and the president know me, I got a good connection. You get what I'm saying? if you as CEO of Nike, I know any Nike shoe I need to get, I can come to you and get it. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, I don't like you.
But I'm saying we men. You know what I'm saying? If we was
you said I'm a CEO. You said I'm listening.
So I'm saying if we friends and you know what I'm saying, we the same people, we black, you know what I'm saying? And we got a connection, I know that I know I can come to you to get some shoes.
True that.
So now if you ain't my skin color, or if we don't even know each other from down the street, if you don't even got, we can be still black. If you my brother and you the CEO of Nike, I know I'm getting shoes. But if you could be down the street and don't know how I live, you know what I'm saying? Don't know what I go through with somebody like that, and I ask you for some shoes, you might be like, man, I don't really care about you, bro. But at the end of the day, if I'm in an Adidas situation, if I'm in a situation with Adidas, or if I'm in it with you at Nike, I know for a fact that I can do my own thing because I'm with you. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, we gotta be able to hold that position at least once, and then see like, okay, all right.
What you, a president?
Okay, another thing, you didn't vote, right?
I voted for Obama.
You voted for Obama.
I'm not voting no more.
You voted for Obama, but you didn't vote for the Senate.
I voted for.
You voted for the Senate?
Yes, I did all that.
So the second go round after Obama was already in.
All that. I'm not doing it no more. That's just why I'm not doing it no more. Because when I vote them in there, they get sabotaged year after year, after decade, after 50 years, after 100 years, generation after generation.
Because we don't have.
Why can't we grow our own roof now?
It's the rules, bro. It's the rules, bro. If you don't know the rules,
some rules are meant to be broken, right?
No, not in the game. Oh, not in the game. And actually, yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. No, you're right. But that's cheating.
Some rules are meant to be broken.
Yeah, I know.
So the cops killing me. I'm supposed to be with that. I have a son, man. I have a little son.
I'm not saying that you supposed to be with that, but what I'm saying is you're supposed to be the black police and chief.
And yeah, but not in that building. I'm gonna go to this building across the street and I'm competing with your ass.
Where?
I'm saying that's the problem. I'm saying that's the problem with black folks. We need to raise our own government. We need to raise our own government. We the only people around the world that's governed by someone else.
How are we gonna create our own government, bro?
And that's it. We unite. Black folks gotta be on the same accord to unite.
A lot of people on one page.
Why don't we just be like, all right,
on one page?
That's like saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you. I see you running the. I see you running the Foot Locker, right? I see you running the Foot Locker, so I'm gonna make you run. I'm gonna let you run Nike.
But the Tea Party did it.
The Tea Party did it.
The Tea Party. The Boston Tea Party. But they stood up.
No, nothing. Well, that's a whole other story.
Oh, what Tea Party we talking about? That's the Tea Party.
I mean, the Tea Party.
That's essentially right now.
Correct.
They played the rules. They knew the game.
They knew the game, but they went outside and created their own party.
They are still an extension of the Republicans.
They pushed it. They moved the needle of the Republicans.
What I'm saying is,
they moved them all the way to the right, and that's where we grasping from right now. The Tea Party was the.
I agree.
That's philosophy that they brought in. Then we come in, and we.
They knew how to play the game.
We know how to play the game.
How do you know how to play the game? I don't know how to play the game.
But no, you don't. Those.
You don't know how to play the game. The reason why I don't know how to play the game is because we're not trying to get into the game. We're not trying to be in the.
I'm trying to get out the game. We're in the Matrix. I'm trying to get out this mug.
Where we gonna go? Where you gonna go?
I'm trying to build my. Listen, bro. Listen. My thing is, you keep saying where I'm gonna go. Where I'm gonna go. Listen, we have as much right on this earth, on the U.S. because we created the United States.
Agree.
So technically, this land is ours, but we too sleep to recognize that this shit is ours.
I agree.
We want to move into this. They steal our shit and sell it back to us.
What I'm saying is, do it the way that makes the most sense. If you think you're gonna create a government or a company, they're gonna kill your ass.
I'd be that slave that jumped off the boat coming here, bro.
I mean, I get that.
I know down is better than being a slave, bro.
I mean, I understand that.
But man, I appreciate this. I appreciate it.
I don't know.
Listen up. Appreciate you coming out, man. Y'all coming talking with us, my brother. Thank you, man. But y'all already know what it is, man. Hey, I don't know if you want to freestyle for us or hey, man. You already know what it is, man. It's Rap About TV, man. Primo Rice, man. We out. It's real.
Wow. As much amongst the people, racism